Maybe a joke? Target practice? Or a political statement?
Vielleicht hat es mit dem Wort zu tun.
If we connect every bullet hole in Martinez to the murder, we'll get an overwhelming amount of... I've made a note. Don't hold your breath.
The king stands high up.
Ja. Aha. Seltsam, seltsam, seltsam. Wo kommen wir denn jetzt hin? Hä? Ja, da ist ja noch jemand. Red mal mit dem.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
You sure are, my man. It's the jam, my man.
Ja, genau.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era.
It's a
Stau.
traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating.
Alles Kacke.
All around
Streik.
cluster. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Seit wann sind Sie hier?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak, or he just likes unusual words, or both.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need? Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished. The bosses, man. Dunno. It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set
Ja,
up.
ich weiß.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Anything else? Us lorry drivers, camionneurs. You still not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right
Ich finde ihn
here.
sympathisch.
Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Und
A sense of
was war
surprise
das?
there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
You really are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
Maybe the full-on director.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands.
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Gleich an der.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Versuch noch einmal. Ach, gesperrt. Gut.
Don't be a stranger.
So. Ist das... Ach, bin ich wieder hier? Kann die mir noch was sagen? Ne.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
Nee. Warte mal, wir gehen mal hier lang. Einfach mal so. Dass wir das Gebiet mal irgendwie ein bisschen abgrenzen. Weil irgendwie... Na, guck mal hier.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics.
Save the economy. That sounds off. You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends. The box smells like cat piss or like an old person with no money.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
No luck? Why not take another look, officer? Keep supporting the economy.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realized the name Sileng is embroidered over.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
Das ist cool.
Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing. You're very cool.
Alter, ist
Bang,
das
bang,
schlimm.
bang, bang.
Ba-bang, ba-bang. Oh Gott.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Don't shoot, officer. Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown? Good one, officer. You're a funny guy. Now, what can I do for you?
Nee, es war kein Witz. Geben Sie mir Ihr Geld. Ich brauche
He
Geld.
does not need your money. Please disregard that. We're just here to ask some questions.
Of course. Fire away.
Ja. Zack.
No need to dress this one up.
Immer
Just
alles.
tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? But, officer, bribe you to do what?
I don't think you really understand how bribes work, detective.
Sorry, detective.
Monetäre Hilfe.
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
Gestohlene Hilfsladungen. Super.
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
Und wer ist das?
Oh, he's a good guy. I think you'd get along. I'll let you know the next time he's around.
Interesting.
No need to dress this one
Warum?
up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. Ah, yes.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very...
Sorry, detective.
Wo kommt sie her?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samoan Isola. Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left. No, it's very cool, officer. You're a cool cop for caring about those things. You should buy cool gloves.
Ja, ja. Langsam ernährt sich das Eichhörnchen. Buah. Messianisches Volk. Was ist das? Müll. Wo geht's da rein? Ja, da geht's nicht weiter. Gut. Alter Schwede.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and big men on big horses, clad in labella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would...
I used to be very serious about my Franco-Nigerian knights.
Okay.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first.
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them...
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Maybe.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that...
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider. The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend. About a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something.
He lost his cap when he lost his head.
No.
Perhaps he's looking...
Den sieht man ja kaum.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Sag her.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Aber jetzt nicht. Um Gottes Willen.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly,
Der ist also auch so
persistently.
Kupferstiefel.
This would make quite a statement.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every
Ja,
day.
komm. Warte mal. Kann ich?
It's not often that I see officers from the... What can I do for you? Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately.
Kann ich da
Who
was
are your
verkaufen?
customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
he's well composed. But underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Ah. Okay.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Another time, perhaps.
Okay,
Oh,
he
immer.
definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it. And many other. Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you...
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Ich habe ihn verpfändet.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Passt.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it,
Okay.
and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it? You're right that she
So,
could cast
ja.
aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Ich bin echt mal gespannt.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
So, meine Frau war gerade da und hat die Katze drin gelassen. Das ist schön.
A needle in a haystack.